Today we're at Aqua Leisure, an incredible fish store and aquascaping store in Malaysia. Let's go inside and take a look at this place. This place is huge, so I hope you enjoy this tour. Alright, so before we go in, the outside of this place is quite big, but we'll take a quick look. They've got some incredible driftwood, some cork bark, and look at this Malaysian driftwood. I've never seen this much variety and this size before. And the price is quite reasonable too. Over here, you've got a nice koi pond with some big albino silver arowana. Take a look at that. Pretty incredible. And it's nice that the koi, all of them, they swim up to you when you come here, hoping to get food, I guess. But it's really, really nice to see this. I think, is that a tinfoil barb? That is huge. Wow. Or a masir or something like that. But let's go and take a look inside. You can see they've also got various tanks here. A tank with cabinets. But let's go in and take a look. So first you've got this big paludarium. I'm guessing it's about 8 foot or maybe more. But some of the plants in here look really, really nice. And they've got some begonias, some bromeliads, various types of ferns. Alright, let's go inside. So when you walk in, you'll first see a bunch of dry goods, equipment, fish food. So we'll go through this. There's some big fish over there. Now over here you've got some hardscape materials and a small little dojo where you can try to create a scape with the materials they provide. Up here you've got a super red arowana. And down below you've got some paku. I don't think I've seen this kind of paku before. They look really silvery and shiny. Look very similar to piranha. Now over here are some blackberry hooks. These are really nice fish if you have a school of them. And then you've got a big gar here. I believe this is an alligator gar. There's a few different types of gar, but I think this is an alligator. Now over here are some bichers. A few different types of bichers in this tank. Wow, I like that they're quite active. I guess if you have a lot of them, you'll get a few that are active. In this tank you've got some big cichlids, some Oscars, and this red devil. Alright, let's move on. And I like that how all of these tanks have some substrate, have driftwood or rocks in them. So it kind of is a bit natural. You can see Aqua Leisure. Now upstairs you can see there's more driftwood and more hardscape materials for sale. So they have a lot of variety here. Over here look like some aquarium lights. And then you've got frozen food in this freezer. Now this is really nice. You've got some paludariums here which you can purchase off the shelf. Now here are some of your filter supplies, heaters, nets, some air pumps, just everything you need for your aquarium. Alright, now we'll go into the gallery section where we've got to take our shoes off. And this room is very, very nicely organized. They've got a wide selection of products from different brands. And they've also got a nice gallery in here, which we'll take a look at in just a moment, but they feature some really nice aquascapes. And we've also got a special guest over there, Josh Sim.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
But they've got some nice small terrariums and paludariums, lots of Dua products, and also from BioLark. I've been seeing this a lot recently. We can take a quick look at some of these terrariums. It's really nice for your desk or office area, as it's pretty small and easy to maintain. Like, this looks really nice. Alright, so let's go and take a look in the gallery. So the first tank you see here is a 60p. Very nice, simple aquascape. And you've got a really nice flower. I believe it's from the 𝗯𝘂𝗀𝗀𝘀𝗀, but just shows that it's doing really, really well. Now over here is a small shrimp tank. Looks like a cube aquarium. And then you've got this pretty large size, it looks like a paludarium tank, but they're selling plants out of it. So you've got various anubias, microsorums, 𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗀𝗀𝘀, and bucephalandras that you can purchase out of this tank. Now over here, this is the center tank for this room, and it's quite big. I'm not exactly sure the size of it. It seems to be a 6-foot tank, but it's really bold with a few large pieces of driftwood, and then you've got plants growing immersed. And a few different types of fish in here. Some Congo tetras, rainbow fish, got cardinal tetras and rummy nose tetras, and just a huge amount of bucephalandras growing in this tank. Alright, moving on. Got this aquascape. Looks to be kind of like a diorama style, with lots of Monte Carlo drooping down off of the driftwood, and neon tetras and cherry barbs together in this tank. It's really nice and very, very clean. Now this is one of my favorite tanks. I just love how dark this tank is. There's lots of plants, but it still feels dark because they choose the dark green leaves. And contrasting with the red tiger lotus, it just looks very nice. Now next to that is an Echinodorus tank. Lots of Echinodorus in here. And it's a little bit bluish. I think the lighting may be a problem with that light. The fish in here are quite nice. I think they're kind of pencil fish. And over here is a slightly smaller tank with lots of plants, ferns, anubias, Monte Carlo, a really nice big 𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. And I also like this like marsh area right here. Looks like it's Riccia growing at the water surface. Over here is another cube tank, and this has so many shrimp. So many red cherry shrimp. It looks really nice. It looks like flowers on a tree or something like that. I really like this tank. Now along this wall they've got various different products from different brands, and all for aquascaping. I was recommended this product over here by Josh Sim, and this is kind of like the new tissue paper that everyone uses to glue driftwood together or rocks together. This is more of like a powder that I actually have no idea how to use it, but I'm gonna try using this in the future. But it's not, so most people use either tissue paper or cigarette filter buds to glue wood together, and it leaves like a white color mark on your driftwood, whereas this kind of blends in nicer. It's a dark gray color, so I'm gonna try that out moving forward. You've got APT fertilizer, 𝗲𝗾𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 products, some lily pipes. But yeah, that is this aquascaping room. Very, very nice. Let's go outside and take a look at some other stuff. Now this here behind me is their fish selection, and they have just so many fish to look at, and I cannot go through every single one, so we'll just go and take a look at a few.